Hi, I'm Sid Roth, and I'm reading to you from A Simple Explanation of Absolutely Everything. And we are up to page 9 of the book. And this is the last page of chapter 1. Short chapters, easy, right? So this section is called Sustaining Creation. Here's what the illustrations look like on this page. Sustaining creation requires an uninterrupted stream of organization and intention funneling inward from that spherical border that separates our space and time from that metaverse at large. Like pure potential pouring down the gravitational well of a great black hole, our possible futures become increasingly limited as they funnel toward the crucible of here and now at the heart of creation. Here and now, all potentials collapse as only one course of action is realized. See, in the future, this is the future up here. When you imagine the future, anything can happen. But as you get closer to the funnel and it begins to come down, it gets compressed into one point, and that is here and now. So no longer do you have a limitless potential of the future. Now you've got just here and now, and after that, it's become history. There's no more potential. Here and now, all potentials collapse as only one course of action is realized. We generally refer to collapsed potential as history. The future is uncollapsed potential. There are an infinite number of potential futures that become increasingly constrained means smashed down, as they approach here and now. Here and now is the gateway of singular choice. The arrow of time flows downward through the middle of the torus, past here and now, and emerges into the past as singular history. Karma is the consequence of historical choices made in the here and now. So, future's way up there, infinitely large if it's infinitely away, and then it gets smaller and smaller as choices collapse, come down. Here and now is right at the center. There's only one here and now. Oh, it's past. Oh, it's past. Whoop, it was there. It's here. It's now. See? Once it happens, it's history. It's no longer potential. But there are still consequences of your behavior. There's consequences. You can't do something in the here and now and have it just disappear like it never happened. History has consequences. And that's what's called karma in Eastern religions. Karma is the consequence of choice. And when it's your karma, it's the consequence of your particular choices. So you had all these choices to make. Here and now happened. Now it's history. What happens to that little string of history? It wraps back around and it begins to inform. Information is a funny word, isn't it? It means to form or to make something. To inform means to bring all the stuff together to inform it. So once it has become information now, it wraps back around as karma. And so that's how your history of choices begins to build karma for you. And by the time you die, you have got every lifetime of choice that funneled through your here and now funnel has stayed with you as karma. It's all wrapped around you. That's what I call your meme bundle, or your karmic shroud. All right, let's see what we have. Back to page 9 here. Here and now, all potentials collapse as only one course of action is realized. We generally refer to as collapsed potential as history. The future is uncollapsed potential. There are an infinite number of potential futures that become increasingly constrained as they approach here and now. See, you understand it now. Here and now is the gateway of singular choice. The arrow of time flows downward through the middle of the torus, past here and now, and this is why time only flows one way by this answers the arrow of time conundrum in philosophy. Karma is the consequence of historical choices made in the here and now. So karma is the mechanism through which the consequences of behavior inform future potential. Karma is a force of influence that arises out of the decision-making history of every unit of consciousness in the universe. Each unit of consciousness generates its own karma. We are all affected by one another's karma. The more a unit of consciousness has in common with another unit of consciousness, the more it is affected by that other's karma. Our aggregate karma affects all of creation, the history of the world, the karma, your national karma, your family's karma, your karma. It all affects everybody. So here, this is what that looks like. You see? Karma's coming down the row, goes through here and now, becomes history, and wraps back around as karma again to inform the future. And that's page 9. That's the simple explanation cosmology that was in the beginning.